They've shown that once they're eye to eye with people they don't know, generally, because they have to be in that conversation, they're quite accountable for it. They do, despite having anxiety issues, despite having depression perhaps, despite not having done it before, not having met that many people in an eye to eye, a really accountable conversation, they've actually done very well with it.
One that was very interested in what they want to do and they could relate to me, and started asking more and more questions how he can go about to reach his target.
One of the things that was said to me in feedback is, if I'd have come in uniform, I would have been ignored completely. But the fact that I came in and I came across as just an ordinary person.
You could see as they were going around the circle how much more confident they were getting at asking questions and listening to answers and responding with more in-depth questions.
Obviously, because of Worktree, I've managed to get myself a couple of days' work here and there, and I'm getting myself onto an apprenticeship with electrical engineering. And obviously, like I said before, if it wasn't for Worktree, I wouldn't have been able to do this.
Gives them the idea that they can, with confidence, talk to people in a normal way when you meet people and ask them some straightforward questions of interest to you.
So the most effective part of the course in many ways was taking an individual to meet with someone from the world of work who they had asked to go and see. So one individual wanted to look at being a tattoo artist. So taking them to see a tattoo artist gave them a sense not just of value that they wanted to see the tattoo artist, but also trust in the person who took them there and made arrangements for that. We had similar with somebody who wanted a job in McDonald's, went to speak to the manager of McDonald's. That afternoon, the young person filled in an application form and was asked to an interview. Yeah, an action learning set is where a group meets regularly. So for us, it was going to be 3 weeks running, and each time, each member of the group presents an issue that's blocking them, in this case to do with getting a job. And so they present an issue, and those in the group then would ask them open questions about it, being very careful not to give advice or tell their own stories. And the individual at the end of a round of maybe 15 minutes of doing that would resolve a couple of action points they're going to take between now and next week, and then someone else in the group takes their turn of presenting their issue. So we ran that for 3 weeks with mixed results. I think what's worked best is getting the residents here to experience meeting people that they haven't met before in these short conversations that we do with this career workout.
Some of the residents, it was better to take them actually out one-to-one to go and see the employers. So for one resident, for example, I took them to Ringway in Milton Keynes just for a chat and a coffee. So there was no pressure. It was quite challenging for that particular resident who was very anxious about going. Actually got to the front door, said he wasn't going in, wasn't going to do it, managed to get him to sign in, literally went in and had a coffee and a chat. From that coffee and chat, they offered him a placement for 2 weeks, which was fantastic.
The good thing about Worktree is that it gives young people great opportunity to find the job they really want, and gives them an easy way to talk to people.